Xin chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đến với chương trình Đồng tiền thông minh trên kênh truyền hình FPNC. Và khách mời của tôi ngày hôm nay là anh Yiannos Trisokkas, là cổ đông điều hành của công ty Henley and Partners tại đất nước Cộng hòa Chypre. Và ngày hôm nay thì anh Yiannos sẽ chia sẻ với chúng ta những cơ hội để đầu tư vào đất nước này. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So first of all, why don't you tell us more about Cyprus? Because I believe a lot of many audience of the show is not too familiar with the country. So tell us more about the country.
Yes, Cyprus is a European country. It is actually an island, southeast end of Europe. It's been a European country since 2004 and into Euro currency since 2008. Cyprus has been a British colony for many years. So the legislation, the way the country operates is very much affected by the British laws.
Yep. So I believe in 2013 you are affected by the European financial crisis. So how is the country getting recovered so far?
What really affected us, it was the crisis that affected Greece. At the beginning, the economy started slowing down when UK was hit in 2008. Then the Cyprus economy was doing quite well because what we will talk later about Cyprus tourism was doing well. But after 2013, when Greece had the financial problems due to the connection we had in the banking industry, it really affected us, yes.
Sure. So in terms of investment opportunity, what kind of industries that you attract foreign investors?
We have very good industries like shipping. The shipping industry is very good in Cyprus. Cyprus is the third biggest fleet, has the third biggest fleet in Europe and the 10th biggest fleet in the world. We have good agriculture, a very good financial sector, and tourism sector. It's been a touristic destination for more than 40 years.
How is it the trading opportunity between Vietnam and Cyprus so far?
I will say it is at early stages. There is a lot that can be done between the two countries. I have been coming to Vietnam for many times, and many Vietnamese came in Cyprus, and we both share the same vision. There is a lot of opportunities between the two countries. I know they already started working, companies between them, and there is a lot of investments done in the pharmaceutical imports and exports between the two countries.
So if I am a businessman and I want to do investment or looking for a business opportunity in Cyprus, what kind of sectors that I'm looking at?
The sectors that would be great for a Vietnamese to invest in Cyprus is mainly the tourism sector, because it's very upcoming. It's not been affected by the crisis. It has been growing the recent years, and it is a mature destination, and Cyprus holds a very good infrastructure when it comes to tourism, among the best in the world. What Cyprus needs is more beds for the tourists. There is more tourism coming. It is a seasonal tourism, I must mention, from April till November. And tourism is one of the industries that I will see Vietnamese investing into. Another sector is the real estate sector.
Real estate?
Yes. The real estate sector in Cyprus is doing very well. It has slowed down a bit because of the UK crisis. The main investors we had between in the 2000, it was mainly British people, but because of the financial crisis, they slowed down. The Cyprus government wants to encourage investments in the real estate sector. So there are incentives given for foreign investors to come and invest in the real estate. And when we say, when we refer to real estate investments, we mean commercial women hotels, factories, whatever, residential, or even land development.
Yeah. What kind of incentive that you would give to investors? Could you be a little bit more specific?
Yes. The last year, the government decided for the investors, for the non-European investors, to offer a very specific privilege, and that is a European citizenship, a Cyprus citizenship, for those investing in Cyprus more than 2.5 million. And this process is done, it's done very quickly. It only takes 90 days. It approves in 90 days. There is no residency requirement, and it's a big opportunity for a non-European person who wants to use Cyprus as a gateway to Europe. Because yes, Cyprus, it is a small country, but it's part of Europe. So this privilege given to the investors does not restrict them from being in Cyprus. It rather opens the gates for them to be in Europe. So it is an opportunity there for those that want it, of course, that they could grasp it.
But should the investor be worried about the financial crisis again?
They shouldn't be worried. They shouldn't be worried, first of all, because if we refer back to the S&P ratings, we'll see that Cyprus is the only country in Europe that has started recovering so fast. And this is not what I'm saying, this is what S&P is saying. Also, the connection that we had with the banking sector of Greece, it's all over. It's done, has been separated, and we are not affected anymore from the crisis in Greece. It's rather, I will say it's rather an opportunity for non-European investors now to invest in Cyprus. Why? Because of the privilege we just referred to. It wouldn't be there if foreign direct investments were not needed.
Sure.
But also, it is a fact that prices are much better today and opportunities are much more.
Thank you so much for sharing, and we'll come back after a short break. Thank you. Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ của anh Yiannos Trisokkas, là cổ đông điều hành của Henley and Partners, công ty chuyên cung cấp các dịch vụ hỗ trợ về đầu tư tại đất nước Cộng hòa Ship. Quý vị có thể xem lại đoạn phỏng vấn này trên website fbnc.vn hoặc là facebook.com/đồng tiền thông minh. Chúng tôi sẽ còn quay trở lại trong phần tiếp theo. Chào mừng quý vị quay trở lại với phần tiếp theo của chương trình Đồng tiền thông minh trên kênh truyền hình FBNC với cuộc trò chuyện cùng anh Yiannos Trisokkas, là cổ đông điều hành của Henley and Partners, là một công ty cung cấp các dịch vụ tư vấn hỗ trợ về đầu tư tại đất nước Cộng hòa Ship. Và qua phần trình bày của anh Yiannos Trisokkas ngày hôm nay. Welcome back. So what is so good about living in Cyprus? What's so attractive about a country?
It's a very beautiful country. First of all, its Mediterranean climate is very attractive. It's one of the safest countries in Europe. There is freedom of speech. There is a very good infrastructure on the country. The motorways are always clean. Very friendly people. There is no racism. Cyprus lies in the crossroads of Asia, Africa, Europe, so it has an ideal location, but also it's great for making business in Cyprus. As we referred before, it's been a British colony, so the system that is there is very clear for people to understand.
Now, what should we keep in mind in terms of doing business with Cyprus people, in terms of the culture or the business behavior? What should we keep in mind?
The rate of professionalism is very high. Doing business in Cyprus is not difficult at all. The laws are very protective. The system is easy to understand. On the other hand, it's always recommended to deal with professionals. What's in the culture, which is very similar to the Vietnamese culture,
Really?
is the laid-back culture.
Okay.
And sometimes
Having fun, enjoy life.
Yes, working holidays. So it's something that businessmen need to take care of.
Okay,
Yes.
we can live with that.
Yes.
So specifically, what kind of investment programs that you would offer to foreign investors? I know Henley Partners, you providing consulting and any kind of supporting program for the investors. So what kind of program that you would offer to your target investors?
First of all, let me say what the country has to offer. The country, as we previously said, the shipping industry is very good, tourism industry, financial sector, the banking sector, and property, the real estate. This is what the country has to offer. We as Henley and Partner, a Citizenship investment consulting company, we experienced something very interesting at the last year. There has been a lot of non-European investors coming in Cyprus, mainly interested and attracted by the extremely good prices of real estate, the opportunities arising in the real estate, which are connected, as we referred before, to privileges. So investors, from my experience, from our experience, are mainly targeting real estate investments. I will say most of them. Real estate investments related to the tourism sector, related to land or properties as close to the seaside and as close to the tourism area as possible. Why is that? Because that provides more exit strategies for them and also a growth.
So for an investor who would like to, let's say, learn more about the country and improve their knowledge about the investment opportunity, what should they do?
What we recommend to clients is to visit us. It's one thing to read online, and it's another thing to see the actual country. There has not been so much close relationship in business between the two countries, so what we encourage people is take some of your time. It's a beautiful country to visit. It is a good experience, and it will be great to allow 2 to 3 days to explore the island. The island is not big, so in 2 or 3 days you can see most of it. And this will open up the opportunities, the vision towards the opportunities.
When you are advising your clients or the investor who want to learn more about Cyprus, what kind of typical question that they have about the country?
All these questions you have asked.
Typical questions. Yeah.
Yes. These questions are coming up by people that are simple questions to us, important questions to them. About the country, mainly about the financial crisis that was affected by Europe. What's the industry that they should invest in? Where are the prime locations where they should invest in? But as I said, Cyprus, it's a very easy place to understand. And 2 or 3 days are enough for them to see the opportunities. And something which I would like to mention is that Cyprus, it offers something that I will say in today's world is hard to get.
What is it?
Simple luxuries of life.
All right.
Luxuries of life is everywhere. But the simple luxuries of life, like living good in a safe place, is a challenge in today's world.
Yes.
So that, and Cyprus offers that. Security to the families, to the investors, and respect.
How about the Cyprus businesses? Do you see them having interest in Vietnam's economy or any kind of a business exchange, or are they coming here to explore business opportunity?
As far as I know, there is a pharmaceutical company already that has done it. Yes, there is interest. I believe there are opportunities for Cypriots to come here in Vietnam and invest in different sectors, mainly in tourism, agriculture, and food production.
Sure. We'll take a short break and then we'll come back after that. Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ của anh Yiannos Trisokkas, là cổ đông điều hành của Henley and Partners, với những dịch vụ hỗ trợ đầu tư tại đất nước Cộng hòa Chypre. Quý vị có thể xem lại chương trình này trên website fbnc.vn hoặc là facebook.com/đồng tiền thông minh. Chúng tôi sẽ còn quay trở lại trong phần tiếp theo. Chào mừng quý vị tiếp tục với phần cuối cùng của chương trình Đồng tiền thông minh ngày hôm nay trên kênh FBNC với những thông tin liên quan đến cơ hội đầu tư vào đất nước Cộng hòa Chypre qua phần chia sẻ của anh Yiannos Trisokkas, là cổ đông điều hành của công ty Henley and Partners. Welcome back. You told me during the break that energy sector has a lot of potential in Cyprus. Could you give us some more details on that?
Yes, the energy sector now in Cyprus is very much upcoming. In the exclusive economic zone of Cyprus, there has been now drilling for natural gas, and there are a lot of gas reserves. Already we have an American company that finished with the drilling and about to start working on the exploration of the gas. We have Total from France, Eni from Italy, Kogas from South Korea. So there is a lot of investments coming in the energy sector. Cyprus is a small economy, and it could be very much affected positively from all these gas reserves.
And why are you looking for non-European investor to come into the country and do some investment?
Everybody is welcome. I will say there is a special privilege for the non-Europeans. Europeans are investing as well, but right now the privilege is more for the non-Europeans. And why is that? Because the government has offered a very special incentive for them.
What if I want to invest in Cyprus, but I don't have any actual experience in that sector, let's say real estate, but I still want to invest in Cyprus? I mean, would you have any kind of supportive programs or any kind of help for an investor like me if I don't have any actual experience?
Yes, of course. There are very good professionals on the island. Henley and Partners, we have an office in Cyprus. And what we do is we assist high net worth individuals, not only from Vietnam, from all over the world. Russia, China, Africa, really from all over the world. We assist them on a professional basis on how to get advantage of this special privilege that the government is giving, but also to, I will say, educate them, in inverted commas, on the investment opportunities on the real estate market. That is why we always suggest to the potential investors to take the time and visit us, visit our offices. We have a very professional staff that will help the investors from the legal point of view, will help the investors from the investment point of view, but also something very important that we do as a company is that we are looking our investors after the investments. So the relationship does not stop when the investor invests. The relationship starts when the investor invests in Cyprus. We look after their portfolio, their assets, we manage them, and we assist them, I will say, from A to Z.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any statistics about like the average rate of returns or anything about the investment in Cyprus so far?
Yeah, this depends on the sector. I will say it relates from one sector to another is different. But I will say the rate of net returns, it will be anything above 2%. It could reach up to a point of 10%, but this we always look at it on a case-by-case scenario, depending on the locations, on the industry, the areas they're going to invest.
And talking about the biggest number of non-European investors, where are they from right now?
Okay, we have this privilege that the government is giving to the non-Europeans. We have attracted investors from countries we never heard of before. Okay. We never had the relationship before as countries. Southeast Asia is one, like Vietnam, Thailand, even Japan.
Oh, okay.
South Africa, Nigeria, Rwanda, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Russia. So a lot of, even from America. We have people coming from America. A lot of American companies and wealthy individuals are coming in Cyprus. Actually, 20% of one of the main banks was bought by an American investor.
So to wrap up this conversation, could you kind of confirm again, so why is it attractive to invest in Cyprus?
It is the right time to invest in Cyprus. There are opportunities all around the world, I'm sure. Knowing Cyprus, it is attractive to invest in Cyprus because, first of all, it's a safe place. There are laws and legislations that protect investors. It is the right time because Cyprus now is coming out of the crisis. So the prices that could be achieved now are much more attractive. But the biggest attraction of all is the privilege that the government is giving to these potential investors of European citizenship, of Cyprus citizenship. And this opens the whole thing for a family or a businessman when is targeting to get into Europe. Cyprus investments, Cyprus citizenship could be a gateway to Europe. Okay. Because a Cyprus citizenship could allow the investor and his family to live and work in Germany, in France.
Okay. They could relocate themselves.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't necessarily mean that the investor needs to come and live in Cyprus. I mean, Vietnam is a big country, so maybe they would like to go and live in Germany. They would like to go and live in France. So this is giving them this opportunity. It's a lifetime opportunity.
And the investor should not be worried about another crisis.
No, the investors should be happy.
That's my worry. I mean, yeah, that's people's worry. Yeah.
Yes,
it's gonna happen again.
That is why we invite people to visit Cyprus. Cyprus is coming out of this crisis. Actually, we do not talk about it. Okay. There is no crisis.
Okay.
So people are having a good time, and I think a visit in Cyprus will be the most suitable thing to do.
And tourism, real estate, and energy is something that we could look at.
Exactly. Shipping as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ của anh Yiannos Trisokkas, là cổ đông điều hành của công ty Henley and Partners. chuyên cung cấp các dịch vụ đầu tư tại Cộng hòa Ship. Nếu quý vị quan tâm đến những cơ hội đầu tư liên quan đến đất nước Cộng hòa Ship thì có thể liên hệ với công ty này tại Việt Nam. Một lần nữa, quý vị có thể xem lại chương trình này trên trang web fpnc.vn hoặc là đóng góp và phản hồi những ý kiến của chúng tôi thông qua trang Facebook tại địa chỉ là facebook.com/đồng tiền thông minh. Chúng tôi sẽ còn thực hiện tiếp tục những chương trình liên quan tới nhiều cơ hội đầu tư khác trong những chương trình kỳ sau. Một lần nữa cảm ơn quý vị và các bạn đã quan tâm theo dõi. Thân ái chào tạm biệt.